Hello, Nigel here. I couldn't help noticing that you're still awake. Now, I'm an owl. I'm supposed to be up at night, but you need your sleep. So if it's your allergy symptoms that are keeping you up, here's a word to the wise. Try Xyzal. You see, Xyzal works fast to relieve sneezing, runny nose, itchy watery eyes, and itchy nose and throat. And it keeps going strong for 24 hours, so you can get your sleep and wake up refreshed and ready for a productive day ahead. Be wise all. Take Xyzal at night. Use as directed. Starts working in 45 minutes.
This episode is brought to you by the Toyota Grand Highlander. Life's journey brings constant change, filled with exciting surprises and grand challenges. And with its spaciousness, power, and style, the Toyota Grand Highlander is more than a vehicle. It's your partner in embracing all life throws at you. From the spacious adult-sized third row to seating for up to 8 passengers, the Toyota Grand Highlander is up for every grand challenge. Learn more at toyota.com/Grand Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
The #1 selling product of its kind with over 20 years of research and innovation. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Hi, clubbers. We know you're here for your weekly dose of self-care, but today we're serving you up something different. It's a special taster episode of our other podcast, 40ish.
40ish navigates the challenges and absurdities of 40-something life and solves all your dilemmas. Every episode, we discuss your problems, issues and rants that you've kindly shared with us, and we also divulge our own stories about the problems and mess of navigating midlife.
We hope you enjoy it as much as Self-Care Club, and if you do, please come and follow us and subscribe, and all you need to do is search for 40ish. That's 40ish, wherever you get your podcasts, and the link is just below in the show notes.
Enjoy! Dear Nicole and Lauren, already weird because everyone calls us Lauren and Nicole.
No, they
already
don't.
weird.
No, they don't.
It is. It's like saying Dear Deck and Ant. Who does that? I'll demonstrate later for you with a banana.
I don't think I want you to. I don't know what that means.
Throbbing. Let me just say that again.
Don't. You don't need to.
Because I had to go to sleep with one navy nipple tassel stuck on my left.
Is it still there?
Yes, it is.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 40ish. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Lauren Mishcon.
This is the podcast that navigates the challenges and absurdities of 40-something life, and we're going to solve all of your dilemmas.
Or at least we're going to attempt to.
We have been.
Have we?
I think so. We can only ask the people if they have, and people have been sending their stuff in, haven't they? Every episode, if you've just tuned into us, we basically discuss all of your problems, your issues, your rants that you have very kindly shared with us. And we also divulge our own stories about the absolute mess of navigating midlife.
Sometimes it's a bit embarrassing.
It's often embarrassing. In fact, oh my God, you don't know what happened yesterday.
What?
I haven't even told you this yet.
Spill it.
I was on our TikTok, Don't Die of Shock.
I won't die of shock. You'd die of shock if I was on our TikTok.
Anyway, I was trying to find out because we had one reel blowing up. And I wanted...
Did we?
Yes. Oh. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I totally know what that means.
And basically, it was... So I was trying to find out the insights because we'd had quite a lot of new followers. And you can... On our self-care club, you can tap into the reel and it gives you insights and analytics. So I was trying to find that, right? And I couldn't find where analytics was. So I kept saying to my eldest daughter, who's 16, where are the analytics? Where are the analytics? She goes, I don't know. Anyway, it kept coming back onto the reel. You know how it goes in a loop?
Yeah.
And it kept repeating the same bit of when I say, oh, I love morning sex.
When your daughter's standing behind you.
She was sitting behind me and she just looked at me and she basically did like the puking emoji.
I'm
of
not
like,
surprised. No 16-year-old girl wants to hear their mum saying that.
that is just so awful. So awful. So I am so sorry, Daisy. Anyway, it wasn't the reel I needed blowing up because sometimes our friends see these things.
I know. Because Skibbity Riz Ohio Toilet is still going strong. And let me tell you now, even my 11-year-old's friends are seeing this reel.
That's had nearly 4 million views.
I know. It's a big thing with
Yeah, but it's
Gen
not you
Alpha.
sitting there talking about how you like morning sex, is it?
I think that's less embarrassing than saying Skibbity Riz Ohio Toilet in your mid-40s, isn't it?
I don't think so. I don't think so. What do you think so? If you're listening to home, what do you think? We want your answers on that. Which is more embarrassing? Saying that you like morning sex in front of your 16-year-old? I mean, that is just, I was dying. I was lying, but I haven't even told my husband because I was so...
Well, he's probably aware that you like morning sex. Unless there's someone else in the picture. He's the only one you've been having it with for the last 20 plus years.
Definitely not. Actually, and I didn't want to tell him because I thought, then he's
no,
going to
then
want to have it in the
he'll put
morning.
the idea in his head, won't you?
Right, how are you this week anyway?
I've made an executive decision.
For both of us or for just for yourself?
It's just for myself, but you're welcome to copy and join if you like.
I might. Go on.
I have changed Towel Day changeover. Why are you laughing? This is a big deal.
Why is it a big deal?
Because Towel Change Day used to be a Monday.
You know why I'm laughing?
Why? 'Cause so middle-aged.
I'm laughing because it's just tragic. It's absolutely tragic.
You can say that it is tragic, but
It
I
is.
have
No, it is.
changed
I have.
Towel Day from a Monday to a Sunday. And now, when I leave for the studio to meet you on a Monday morning, I know that I'm coming home to fresh, clean towels. And let me tell you the best thing about Towel Change Day is that when you put those towels in the washing machine, you know that they can go straight in the dryer. And don't tell me there isn't a small sexual thrill of opening that tumble dryer and knowing that all you've got to fold is towels.
I will say that there is a hit of dopamine when I realise, it's only towels. That is fantastic.
Yes.
But I don't always wash my towels solo.
What?
I knew this was going to confuse you. Why is this confusing?
Because-
sometimes I put underwear in with it. Sometimes I might throw in a pair of jeans with towels.
No.
Why?
Because it's an exclusive towel wash. It's on a motherfucking high setting.
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
High, tumble dryer, fold, back in the cupboard.
I haven't noticed
Done.
whether I wash my towels on a 40-degree wash or a 60-degree wash. It doesn't make any difference.
Well, they're cleaner. The
They're
higher
not
it
cleaner.
is.
They're not cleaner. They're not cleaner.
I feel
they're
like
just
they
hotter.
are.
Why are they cleaner? And also, I reckon my towels are the least dirty thing in my whole house because I don't put my gym clothes, which are sweaty and gross and a bit smelly. They're not on a high wash. My towels, effectively, are on my body once it's clean.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm talking about like the hand towel in the downstairs loo, the towels that the kids leave on their bedroom floor. No, they're not so clean, I don't think. Anyway, I'm just telling you, that's the most 40-ish thing I've done this week. I've made an executive decision to change it. No one in the house even knows. No one even cares. No one would even notice if the towels stayed the same, unwashed for a month.
Yeah.
But I know.
Mine wouldn't either.
But I know.
But why have you changed it from Monday to Sunday? What's the difference?
Because it's such a low maintenance task. It can just be done on a Sunday, almost on autopilot. And then on that Monday morning, you've got the fresh, lovely, scented towels, clean,
you need that
fluffy.
on a Monday morning to start your week off right.
I really do. I really
It's like you
do.
need a fluffy towel. You know what I need on a Monday morning?
What?
I need a leg day.
Okay, what? Just before we dive into your dilemmas, a quick disclaimer.
We're not doctors or healthcare professionals.
This is just a fun space where we share our thoughts.
Which could be totally wrong.
So if there is an issue that you're seriously struggling with, please contact a qualified expert. The title of this question is, and it came in on an email, a long email, I should say. He's put up, should I? ?
Put up with what?
Or put up what? Dear Nicole and Lauren, already weird because everyone calls us Lauren and Nicole.
No, they
Already
don't.
weird.
No, they don't.
It is. It's like saying, Dear Deck and Ant. Who does that? It already threw me.
It's like saying Dear Saunders and French.
It's weird. No one ever calls us Nicole and Lauren. It's already thrown me. Anyway.
I don't think that's true because I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because we are not as well known as Ant and Dec, aka Dec and Ant. And it doesn't
Dec
matter.
and Ant.
And it doesn't matter. When we get as well known as Ant and Dec, which I don't even think I want to be as well known as Ant and Dec anyway.
Thank you. No, thank you. No.
Then we could decide whose name comes first. I don't know why you have decided that your name comes first because it's
alphabetically.
So what?
It just is. It's 5 years in. You can't change shit
French
up.
and Saunders is alphabetical, Ant and Dec is
Thank you.
alphabetical.
Dear Nicole and Lauren, midlife dating, ... help needed.
Okay, we get a lot of dilemmas about midlife dating.
I don't know why, because we haven't been on a date with anyone who isn't our husbands for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So
I know. It's
we're
weird.
fucking useless at helping you. But anyway,
I actually think I'm very good.
I don't.
Call yourself out on that one.
I am.
think I give very sound advice.
Well, let's see what you say to this lady. Dating has changed, and precursory turn-on videos, in inverted commas, seem to be part and parcel of these relationships. Do they? Good grief. Sounds awful.
But you've got to make a video. Precursory. So
Yeah. She's saying like it's just standard. He started with an amazing video just teasing and sent it to me.
Who's teasing? Is she teasing? or is he
Him. He started with an amazing video just teasing.
Oh, just teasing.
And
a teasing
yeah,
video.
And sent it to me.
See, we don't even understand the email.
I know. And sent it to me just as I was starting my shift. Shift as what? She doesn't say.
Nurse?
Who knows? The timing was so funny, and the video is just my all-time favourite.
Oh, I wonder what he was doing with his teasing.
We can make a good guess. At the time,
Ooh,
I was a cute...
My guess isn't a very nice thought.
I feel like helicopters are involved. Do you?
No.
I do.
It was like a hand and not much else involved.
Oh, I see.
What did you... Why a helicopter?
Helicopters.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. I do have 3 sons.
I have 2 daughters, so I am in the dark here.
I'll demonstrate later for you with a banana.
I don't think I want you to. I don't know what that means.
At the time, she says, I was acutely cognizant that I don't have anything to send back, and at some point he's probably going to want something.
Because she was just about to start a shift as a nurse.
We don't know she's
I
a
know,
nurse.
I
She could have been starting a shift at Greg's. So we've been at it.
I don't feel like she's English.
I'm not sure.
Sorry, go on.
So we've been at it, and he is an incredible lover. Great, good for you. So basically...
Where is this going?
I don't know. So basically, what we've been doing has been spilling across onto WhatsApp with more videos.
Okay,
Of course,
great.
this is totally new territory for me.
Right.
I have sent him a body shot photo, which she
Isn't that
has...
just a
which-
selfie?
Which she has attached, by the way. She's actually sent us 2 versions of this body shot photo. Which my darling...
Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
One of my darling friends in Pennsylvania has converted it into mosaics, which I also sent to him. He said he liked the sunsets, but the original is just the best. Oh, God. And he...
The sunsets?
Wait for it, Nicole. So she sent him a body shot photo. Her darling friend in Pennsylvania has converted it into mosaics. So every pixelation is a tiny sunset, right?
A sunset.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I'll show you the photo. Hundreds of sunsets, but when you put it together, it's her body. But when you look up really close, it's tiny pixelated images of sunsets. Okay.
Isn't that like quite a big waste of time?
He said he likes the sunsets, but the original is just the best, and admits to just staring at it, throbbing. Throbbing. Let me just say that again.
Don't. You don't need to.
I kind of knew what was coming, she says. And it's
Well, we all do. We all know what's coming.
And it's a tall order.
Which is what?
Right. Then she has sent us screenshots of their WhatsApp.
Very
I know.
flustered.
She's
I mean, is it a hot flush?
She
Is it
sent us
embarrassment?
screenshots of their conversation, right? Which I won't read you out the whole thing, but this is the bit of it that is relevant. He says on the WhatsApp chat, she shared a lot. I mean, she shared a lot with us.
Bless her. Thank you for sharing all
Sort
this.
of, thank you. He says, maybe there's a video you can make for me. You can keep it anonymous by keeping your face out of view, just with the phone filming it from a static position or on a table. That would drive me wild. Devil emoji. I mean, I feel like this guy, it's not his first rodeo. He really knows how this is done.
I don't think this is anything out of the ordinary. I mean, they've just started dating. They've obviously very attracted to each other. They're obviously having great sex. Isn't this part and parcel?
But the details. You could film it static or on a table or in a position, or you could do it like this. Like, he knows what he's doing with this stuff.
Good. Someone needs to.
So she says, so this is the dilemma I am in.
Oh.
Produce a raunchy video for him. And I have no clue where to start.
I just couldn't.
Now, this is where it gets good, Nicole. Wait for it. If you would like to join me on this 40-ish first into multimedia dating, we could meet in a studio with someone who can teach us provocative dancing and get you some epic and hilarious photos of middle-aged women trying to keep up with video dating trends. And she ends it with this. I'm a size 8, 8.5 stone, a mum to 16 and 12-year-old boys. I'm 53 years old, but I look 40-ish and he's 38 and I need help. Okay, lady.
That is a lot.
Right, lady.
That is a lot.
Let me just kick off by saying thanks, but no thanks.
No.
That's a hard no.
No.
It's not even a soft no.
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 Oh.
Just
Okay.
wait. Just wait.
Yeah.
There's a lot here to unpick, isn't there?
There's weeks worth.
Listen, we're not saying her name. She's anonymous.
I mean,
Listen,
not only did she give, I'm not going to say it, but not only did she give us her name and her email address, she also provided her phone number so that we could set up this provocative dance thing in a studio.
This woman sounds damn cool. She sounds like at the age of 53, she is finding her mojo has been awakened, and good for her. Good for you. You know, good for you. That's what I say. Don't be so judgy McJudgerson all the fucking time. It's not becoming of you.
Would you like to join her in a provocative
Can I just say, we have done
lesson?
some weird shit at Self Care Club.
Yeah.
Weirder than this in
Yeah.
doing a dancing lesson.
Have we?
We did cuddle therapy. We
Yeah.
did yoga with goats.
We were whipped by Russian
We
men
were
in a
whipped
sauna.
by Russian men
Yeah.
in a sauna.
Yeah.
Whipped. And then they chucked ice cold buckets of water over our heads. That was fucking weird. Right? We've done some weird shit. I cannot understand why this is where your line is. You know, I never really know where your line is. I'm surprised it's here.
Let me
Ollie-
just say, this is the line. And
Ollie,
I'm not crossing it.
Ollie,
Yeah.
I think would very much appreciate a raunchy dance from you.
Can I just say, Ollie would still be reading the New York Times while I was
Why
performing.
do you read the New York Times?
He enjoys it.
Right.
Do you know, I once went to a hen night and there was a burlesque teacher there.
Great.
And she did a burlesque performance, and then she invited one of the women from the audience to basically be taught how to do a short dance, and she produced from her bag a pair of nipple tassels. Everyone in the room was all like very coy and a bit shy and a bit like didn't really want to do it. This was like my best friend getting married, and I thought, oh, whatever. Like, I've already breastfed 2 or 3 children at this point. I don't care. Like, it's a pair of tits is a pair of tits. You've seen one pair, you've seen them all.
It's true.
So true. So I was like, I'll do it. Because, you know, there are a bunch of women, most of them are my friends. I have very little to be embarrassed about. So I stuck on the nipple tassels. And
Did you take your top off?
Well, yeah, otherwise it would be very pointless having a pair of nipple tassels on.
Okay.
Do you know what I
Just
mean?
checking.
And I did the...
But those of you that are listening and that can't see this, she's doing like a circular movement with her forefingers.
Yeah, because you have to move in a certain way to make the tassels.
And she whistled at the same time.
Make the tassels twirl. Anyway, I thought, this is fun. This is fun. So I kept them on, went home. Ollie was already in bed, whipped my top off.
Can I just say, like, the glue?
Yes, it's a problem, Nicole.
Because that, I would be allergic.
You would be so allergic.
I would be very allergic to that glue, and I just can't imagine that a rash on my nipples is any much fun.
I mean, I'll just say, he wasn't into it. He continued to read the paper. And then when I got into bed, I could take one off, but the other one, I could not get that fucker off for love or money. So I had to go to sleep with one navy nipple tassel stuck on my left boob.
Is it still there?
Yes, it is. 13 years on.
Oh.
So I've been down the provocative dance route. I've even had a lesson from professional burlesque dancer. I've performed
this is what
it
she's
in front of
suggesting.
women. I've performed it in front of my husband. No one cared. And I certainly don't need that shit videoed.
Let me tell you something. I would very much care, and I think I would be heavily entertained, not for the right reasons, for all the wrong ones. And to see you do a provocative dance with nipple tassels, I mean, it would be a killer moment. We were on holiday. I was on holiday, I think, in the summer.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I said to you,
We were both on holiday.
Are you missing me?
We were both on holiday. in
Oh, yeah,
separate
we were
places.
both on holiday. And you were being a bit dry on text, which you can be sometimes. She was a bit dry. And I said to you, because I like to tease you a bit, because she's very unemotional. So I like to tease her, sometimes make her feel really uncomfortable with really emotional questions. So I said, are you missing me? Come on, tell me that you are. I know that you are. And you said, oh, so much. And I said, I want to see an interpretive dance of how much you miss me.
No, you said, tell me how much you're missing me. And I said, what do you want? A fucking song or an interpretive dance?
Yeah.
And you were like, yes, I would love that.
I said I would love a dance. Next thing I know, about 3 minutes later, Laura Mishkon has sent you a video. I'm like, oh, I'm all over this. She had done a proper dance, sat on her sunbed
Yeah.
with like how much she missed me.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Thank
and
you.
then about an hour later, I got another notification on WhatsApp saying Laura Mishkon has sent you a video. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting two. And you'd gone to a different point in the lobby.
Yeah.
You went to the lobby.
Yeah.
You put your phone against a wall
Yeah.
and you did another dance.
Yeah.
And then had a go at me that somebody saw you.
Someone caught me in the middle of it. And I couldn't pretend I was doing anything else apart from being 46, doing an interpretive dance in the middle of the lobby. I just had to like style it out and pretend I wasn't mortified.
Why were you doing it in the lobby?
Because it was like really empty. It was like a section of the hotel.
It's still a public
No,
place.
but kind of no one walked through that section, so I thought I'd be safe. And I was until this man, and the look, like the withering look he gave me, like, you are a middle-aged woman. Why are you dancing like this?
And videoing it.
On your own. You're not even with children. And I just gave him this look like, yeah, yeah, this is what I do. Yep. And then I just wanted to die. Go in a hole and die.
Oh, you know what? I've still got those videos. I have still got those videos.
Have you?
Can we release them?
No, we fucking can't.
Oh, please. On the back of this show.
That's
We've
like
got to.
revenge. That's like your version of revenge porn.
I wouldn't do it without your
If
permission.
we break up and you release them, that is like
they are
revenge
so
porn.
cute.
No,
There's no nipple tassels.
No,
they are
there's no.
so cute.
There is swimwear, I think.
Anyway, we're going to tell this lovely listener that
No thanks. And also, thanks for the photos of your body.
And-
It looks fucking great. I mean,
And I am all for you having an awakened mojo. Good for you. That's what I say. But we are not going to join you because we are very much married.
not to each other. You did that like with the version of like, we are very much married.
We kind of are.
I mean, we
We
are.
have a joint diary. We have a joint bank account.
So true.
Two things. I do have a joint bank account with my husband. You don't.
No, only with you.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying I would be fine if you wanted to film a provocative dance with this lady. I'm okay with it. I wouldn't be jealous, but also
Yes, you would.
no, I
Yes,
wouldn't.
you would.
I
She would.
I wouldn't.
She would.
I'd be fine with it.
You wouldn't.
But I can't help you. I'm sorry. I have no advice for you apart from don't stick on nipple tassels unless you are prepared to wear them for at least 36 to 48 hours.
I do have a piece of advice.
Oh, yeah.
I do have a piece of advice. I know we should have ended it there, but I do. I think, actually, whatever you've been doing is already driving him wild.
Throbbing.
So just... I mean...
It's working, my love. It's working.
Just
okay.
carry on.
Carry on. You don't need our advice. You're just doing great as you are.
You really are.
Yeah, you're rocking it.
When you think about super successful businesses that are selling through the roof, like Heinz or Mattel, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But there's a secret. The business behind the business making selling simple for them and buying simple for their customers. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout as Heinz and Mattel. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/promo, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/promo to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/promo.
Are we still on the trail? Is this pack getting heavier? More switchbacks? Why am I doing this?
At REI Co-op, we believe there are places within ourselves
Just a little further. You got this.
that we find only outside.
Wow. Look at the stars. This is incredible.
We have the gear, inspiration, and advice to help you get there. REI Co-op. Visit rei.com.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Not everyone is careful with your personal information, which might explain why there's a victim of identity theft every 5 seconds in the US. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity. If your identity is stolen, a US-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year by visiting lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
This podcast is supported by Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. RVs are for sharing adventures with family, friends, and even your pets. So if you bring your cats and dogs along for the ride, you'll want Progressive RV insurance. They protect your cats and dogs like family by offering up to $1,000 in optional coverage for vet bills in case of an RV accident, making it a great companion for the responsible pet owner who loves to travel. See Progressive's other benefits and more when you quote RV insurance at Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pet injury is an additional coverage and subject to policy terms.
So I bought a new jumpsuit. I'm actually wearing it today.
It's very nice.
I have got a good collection of jumpsuits. But anyway, I bought this one and I came downstairs the other morning and Max, my 20-year-old, I just walked into the kitchen. He looked at me, he went, "All right, Top Gun?" I said, "Yeah." I said, what's the problem? And he went, I said, "I don't know why you're taking the piss, because I am a fantastic woman and if I wanted to be a fighter pilot, I totally could." And he said, "Mum."
That is like defensive much.
He said, "Mum, yesterday I had to help you because you couldn't get on a Microsoft Teams call. So the likelihood of them letting you fly a plane is minimal." And then he just walked off. And
I mean, that is a drop the mic moment.
I just thought, wow, burn.
Can I say it's also giving? I want to preface this with, I really like it.
Thanks.
And I really like it on you.
Thanks.
But it is also giving Ghostbuster vibes.
Funnily enough, I don't hate that.
You should.
I don't though.
Sometimes I think we just make the podcast just to amuse ourselves. You don't hate that.
I don't know why, but I don't hate that. I'm totally down with the whole Top Gun, Ghostbusters thing.
The problem is with boiler suits.
Yeah.
Right. Is unless you are gonna style it in a way that is very, very street,
Yeah.
which neither of us are. Which
Speak for yourself. I am very, very street. Whatever that means. I am so street. I've got my own cul-de-sac.
I'm gonna wet myself, which doesn't take much these days. Look,
Yep.
you are many wonderful things.
Yep.
You really are.
Thank you.
And if someone said to me,
Yeah.
describe Lauren Mishcon, what is she like? The word street is no part of the next sentence.
Dear 40-ish ladies, I've heard Lauren mention her frozen shoulder a couple of times.
Yep.
I literally just
She mentions it
now.
every 20
Yeah.
seconds during the day.
And I just had to email you with my story. I'm 49, and a few years ago during COVID time, I had the most horrendous frozen shoulder. The pain was the worst I have ever experienced. I should also mention at this point that I am completely phobic of needles.
Is this you?
No. I went to see a shoulder specialist. I had to go on my own because of the COVID restrictions, so my husband waited in the car outside. The doctor turned out to be a very religious man who told me that it was a very bad case and that his advice was to give me a cortisone injection, which he could do now. I told the doctor about my fear of needles and I asked him if my husband could come in to hold my hand. He wasn't allowed, but the doctor reassured me that he had many years of experience and had performed this procedure hundreds of times. I was terrified, but because I was in such agony, I agreed to go ahead.
Yeah, good.
You ever had a cortisone injection?
Yes, in my shoulder.
Okay, I've never had one.
I know.
I'm scared.
I
like
know.
this lady.
I know. You know, I've had injections and the MRIs and all of it. I just chuck it all at me. I don't care.
You're very brave.
Street, some might say.
I sat on the edge of the bed with the doctor behind me so I couldn't see what was going on or what he was doing. I was wearing a pair of dark green parachute trousers. I felt the needle go in and then suddenly, without warning, the doctor made a really strange noise and I felt a warm trickle on my thigh. I looked down and to my horror, I could see a white patch of liquid on my trousers. I completely froze because I was momentarily convinced the doctor had ejaculated on me. He told me that in 15 years of practice, this had never happened before, but my muscles were so tight and tense that the needle had backfired and the contents had spilled out. And breathe.
I knew he hadn't ejaculated because that would be really creepy, but wow. Okay.
He couldn't call anyone in to help.
Because it was COVID.
Because he was alone in clinic because of the restrictions.
I'm surprised they were allowed to be alone in clinic.
Yeah, I am too, because normally you can have a chaperone.
nurse, yeah.
He said he had to leave me to go to the medical storeroom to get more of the cortisone. Unfortunately, he added, the needle is still stuck in your shoulder. So I can either remove it and have to start all over again, or I can leave it in. This poor lady. I told him to run, not walk, to the medical supply room and get back as quickly as was humanly possible. In the meantime, I sat alone in the room with wet trousers and a needle stuck in me.
Oh, my goodness.
Feeling like I was in the middle of my worst nightmare. He returned and successfully carried out the procedure. I left the hospital and I walked out to the car. I was white as a sheet and totally traumatised. My husband looked at me, opened the car door and said, "Why have you got jizz all over your trousers?"
Not are you okay?
No. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm really sorry.
But can I just say, that is a horror story, right?
For every reason.
No, but look at your little eyes. You're like Bambi now.
I know, I'm scared.
Because that doesn't ever happen.
Well, it did.
But in 15 years, it doesn't ever happen. I've had a cortisone injection in my back many times, and I've had one in my shoulder. And if it gets worse, just know that an injection is a good option.
I also feel like they really might not let me fly a fighter plane with a frozen shoulder. Could really set me back.
Listen, I know you bought the jumpsuit ready to fly the fighter plane. Where did you get the jumpsuit? M&S. Where'd you get it? M&S. M&S are not making fighter plane pilot
They fucking
outfits.
are. Who else? If you were making for the British Air Force,
Yeah, British Air Force,
then
yeah.
totally M&S should be
Well,
making
you'd go
that.
to M&S.
Or Burberry.
If you were
It
working
should be a British brand
for the...
for the Air Force.
Yeah, but
think?
you'd... Yeah, that's fine. But you'd
Jaeger.
Not Jaeger. Not Jaeger. Not Jaeger.
Why?
It's old. And also, you'd want
Can
someone
I just say Winkleman is fronting the new campaign for Jaeger. So it's like back in.
Well, because they're trying to make it more hip.
Well,
That is
it's
very...
worked.
That is very... Only on you.
It totally worked.
Only on you.
I've got the fringe and then I'm going to get the outfits.
Right.
And then I'm done.
Done with what?
Well, then I just need the Strictly
Can I
gig and it's over.
1 second?
Yeah.
If M&S
Yeah.
or if Jaeger
Yeah.
is going to start designing for the British Air Force,
Yeah.
I feel like they would need to do a collab with some, like a Stella McCartney, you know, some cool designer that can add an edge to it.
I don't think fighter
Stella
pilots need an edge.
If Stella McCartney did arrange for fighter pilots, I'm in.
Well, you're going to go and fly a plane?
No, I'd wear the outfits. I reckon she'd do. Oh, I've got it.
Go on.
Stella McCartney and Adidas. They
Yeah.
have a long-term collab
They
going.
do, yeah.
And their stuff is amazing. Done. They can do it.
Stella McCartney Adidas for the British Air Force.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
You've
see
got
it.
the British designer.
I can see it.
And then you've got the sporting element. It's perfect.
I'd like a Vivienne Westwood twist with some sort of shoulder pad effect. You know what I mean?
Hers is a bit more structured though.
You could nip it in at the waist for the lady fighter pilot.
And then have like the really like pointy boobs.
boobs.
Yeah. No.
No, that could get in the way of this.
Anyway, this
steering
poor
wheel.
woman,
Yeah, I'm
I do
so
wonder
sorry.
if the injection actually worked.
She doesn't say.
Because it wasn't the point of the story.
She also didn't send photos of the shoulder. She didn't send any nudes. She didn't leave her phone number.
She didn't want us to go and do some provocative dance class with her.
No, she didn't want us to go to some needle phobic
You see,
help therapy class with her.
you see the other woman.
Yeah, she was really bringing it.
She's set a precedent now.
She has. She was full 360 involvement.
You know, she has changed the landscape.
Was she fully immersed
dilemmas.
us in her dating world? Photos, WhatsApp
wants
screenshots,
all of
her
it.
phone number.
All of it.
I mean, I feel very immersed in her life.
And I feel like the standard has now been set for what you're going to write into us.
Let's not put that out there because there's a limit to what I want to receive.
I'm here for it.
Okay, you don't.
I'm the prudish one.
Don't regret that.
I'm the prudish one.
Okay. Well, when we get sent dick pics,
I don't want dick-
say I don't tell you so.
I don't want dick pics.
Okay, good. I really
I don't understand dick pics. I don't understand, but that is because I'm 47. I don't understand why anyone would want a picture of a dick.
I understand.
I just don't get it.
I do understand
Please don't clip that.
I think if you're a gay man, I really get it. Like I can see how that would be appealing because
But I'm
it's appealing to you.
Hold on, but I'm a straight woman.
But no straight woman finds just
Why is it
an
different
ice-
for a gay man?
It
You're
just
attracted to what
is.
you're attracted
Because
to,
men-
right?
Because men are visual creatures, whereas women are more imaginative creatures. But no straight woman wants an isolated photo of a sausage coming in on her phone. No one wants it. There's nothing sexy about that. They are neither sexy flaccid nor erect. They
So
just
why would a
are.
gay man want that? They wouldn't
Because
want that
they
either.
are because they are turned on by a visual image. That is men like that.
I can be turned on by a visual image.
Can you? Of an isolated sausage on your phone.
Not an isolated sausage on my phone, but I mean, I am a visual creature. I like
If
to
it's
look
the
at
whole-
something beautiful.
If it's the whole man, including a face and a torso, and the sausage is there, I understand that more. But just the isolated image of a cock and balls, no, it's not doing anything for me.
It's not an attractive image in itself.
That's what I'm saying to you.
I'm agreeing with you.
What man is sending that and going, she'll like this?
No, but
She
what
won't.
woman is getting it saying, oh,
Yes,
can't wait to have a
great.
bit of that tonight?
I don't know. There obviously are some.
I think we're too old for dick pics.
Are we? They haven't changed, since we were 25.
There's just soundbite. I think we are too old for dick pics.
Maybe. I don't know. And do you know what? I don't need to find out.
We're not going to.
No. Please,
Okay.
please don't send us any. Just for reference.
That is our show on 40ish,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
We got a lot covered today. We got provocative dogs.
Wow, we covered a lot of ground.
Ghostbusters, the British Air Force, who's going to do the collab. For
Nipple
their...
tassels. I need a rest. I need to lie down.
Yeah, I mean, I need a cup of coffee.
Let's go and get one.
If you want to be in touch, hello@40ish.co.uk. Please come and send all of your dilemmas, or you can find us on our socials at 40ish.podcast. We are on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook.
We're so street.
We are we are everywhere.
Yeah, we are.
We're not on X,
Twitter.
and we're not on X.
Yeah, X, yeah.
And we're not on that other one.
Oh, we can't be shagged with Threads because it's so boring.
Threads.
So
and
boring.
what's Twitch? Twitch?
You're asking the wrong person.
Twitch?
You're asking the wrong person.
What is it?
I don't
Twitch.
fucking know.
No, because we were with someone the other day and he's like some major celeb on Twitch.
It's a gaming platform. Gaming.
I don't think it's called Twitch.
Don't know.
It doesn't matter. Anyway,
We're
we're
not
like,
on
oh,
it.
so he's like got millions of followers on Twitch, but we didn't know that.
We're
did
not
we?
on it. Doesn't matter.
No.
See you next week.
Bye. If you enjoyed that, clubbers, remember the link is below in the show notes, or you can search for 40ish, that's 40ish, wherever you get your podcast. And we really hope that you come and follow us and subscribe to our new show.